Hi everyone, I am going to present a presentation on reciprocating compressor chapter module 5 first bit. Second bit steam nozzles already it is completed. So now we'll start with the what is a compressor. That is an air compressor. It is a power absorbing machine which takes atmospheric air inside, compresses it and delivers to a storage vessel. Application of air compressors are one general example what I want to give you is we have seen the air compressor in the garages. So where that garage person is going to fill air in vehicle tire tubes. So what he is doing, he is starting the engine which is sucking up the air, compressing and delivering it to the storage vessel. So that is used to fill the air in the tubes. In some of the garages they are also using that compressed air to clean the parts of the machine, these vehicles, and also to loosen and tighten the nut and bolts. So these are the basic applications generally which we are seeing in day-to-day life. Other than that, it is also used for operating operating tools in the factories, used in operating drills and hammers in road buildings, starting diesel engines, operating brakes of buses, trains and trucks, used in air conditioning and drying, and also in tunneling, mining and ventilation fields. In this here where it is clearance here. So now what we will do here in this slide, we'll calculate, first we'll calculate for without clearance. In the next video we are going to calculate with clearance. Now considering this whole area as a work done area, we are not leaving any clearance here. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 we will be considering as a fully it is work done, and whatever work done is happening in an enclosed area is work done by the system, and it is work done on the system here 4, 1 like this 4, 1 if this enclosed area, and this will be negative and this one will be positive. So here mainly 4 to 1 where it is a suction pressure, and from 1 to 2 we are going to compress the this one air. So compressing the air may take different this one processes. One, it may be isothermal process, second it may be polytropic, third one it will be adiabatic. So if I use 1 to 2 dash, it is a adiabatic process. I have to use PV raised to gamma is equal to constant. If I use 1 to 2, it is a polytropic process, that is 1 PV raised to n is equal to constant. And if I use 1 to 2 dash here 2 dash, then I should use isothermal process where PV is equal to constant, right? Using these three processes, now I have to calculate the work done, right? So this is the explanation given here. Now area under the curve, what is work done usually is here. So this is the PV diagram. If I want to calculate the work done for now which one, isothermal process. Isothermal process is 1 to 2 dash. So 1 2 dash 3 4 1. So how I should calculate? I should, if I just draw the straight line like this, drop it, and whatever area in this area, it will be the work done by the isothermal process, and area below the curve 2 double dash 3, all of you listen, 2 double dash 3 is this much, it is constant pressure. If I calculate the area below this, exactly below this like this, then this will be the work done during the constant pressure process. And if I calculate the work done during 4 to 1, it is again constant pressure process. See here, this is a constant pressure process. So these three, in all the three processes, whatever I want to calculate, this one and this one will remain constant, because all the four it will be same. 2 dash 3, if it is in the polytropic process, it will become 2 3. In the adiabatic process 2 dash 3 it will become. Here 4 to 1 is common for all the process. So everyone should take care about this process. Area under 1 2 dash, if I consider isothermal process, I should use this formula only, this formula. And if I am having a constant pressure, PV, product of PV, will give you this one, right? Now just here this one I am saying, this one is important from this. So area under this for every process it is going to change, and this and this one will be remaining constant in all the process. Now we'll go further. We need to see this. We have written the equation for area under this is constant pressure P2 V2, P1 V1 ln V1 by V2 and P1 minus P1. Minus y, it is work done on the system, that is negative work. These two are positive work. So but for isothermal process, PV by T is constant. We know that already. We know that for isothermal process what is constant? PV by T is equal to constant. Now if T is isothermal process temperature is constant, means what? PV will become constant. So this is here T is constant, so PV is equal to constant in the isothermal process. So I can write like this: P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. See here 2 double dash is taken, but in the substitution he is taking directly 2 and 1, because only one process we are using, we can use like this. For combination diagrams here he has taken like this. If in the exam isothermal condition is used, you just draw the straight line like this, and 1 to 2 you can write. There is no need to write 2 double dash. For our understanding, since 3 processes are there, we have denoted as 2 double dash, 2 and 2 dash. So since these two are equal, now here you substitute, instead of P2 V2 is equal to P1 V1, I will substitute this and this are same. So we can, these two are, one is plus and one is minus, so I can cancel these two, right? Only remaining is this part now. So this part I have written, this is written here, right? Now further things what we have to write is P1 V1 is equal to ln V1 by V2. Since P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, we know that instead of V1 by V2 I can substitute P2 by P1. From this equation only I can write here. So we also know that P1 V1 is equal to MRT1. For this equation you can write like this: P1 V1 is equal to MRT1 ln V1 by V2, and if for this equation you can write P1 V1 is equal to ln P2 by P1. So this is the derivation for isothermal compression. Next we will go for polytropic process. This area under 1 to 2 is polytropic work done, that is P2 V2 by P1 V1 minus divided by n minus 1 minus P1 V1, area under the 4 1. So among this, just what he is taking here, he is taking this P1 V1 this side, here he is taking and writing like this. So what he has written, you just see this one, these two, P2 V2 minus P1 V1 plus P2 V2 minus P1 V1 divide P1 minus P1 V1 divided by n minus 1. Now among these two equation, P2 V2 minus P1 V1 and P2 V2 P1 V1 is common, he is taking common here. Remaining is 1 plus 1 divided by n minus 1, simplifying the things. So P1 V1 just take the solve this mathematically modification, take the LCM n minus 1 plus 1 divided by n minus 1, he has done here. So it will be simplified like this: n divided by n minus 1, P2 V2 minus P1 V1. So this one directly he will write here, see here, like this also you can write. directly. What he has taken common, P1 V1 he has taken and written P2 V2 minus divided by P1 V1 minus 1, or he can also write like this, n divided by n minus 1. P2 V2 is what? Mr T2, and P1 V1 is Mr T1. So Mr is common, T2 minus T1 I can write. So this is the derivation for polytropic process. I hope you things are understand. Now still more simplification he is doing. So what we know that in polytropic process, what we know, PV raised to n is equal to constant. So this is what he has written here. PV raised to, here it is n, here it is n. So n P1 V1 raised to n is equal to P2 V2 raised to n. Just mathematical modification. So in earlier equation you need to substitute that and modify in this format. So since P1 P2 by P1 and P2 by P1 1 by n is here, minus 1 by n is here, so this will be simplified in the form of 1 minus 1 by n. Finally it will be simplified in the form of n minus 1 divided by n. So just you go step by step. First step is substitute this here, this term you substitute here, this term will become like this. So this P1 V1 just he has changed in Mr T1, and this n minus 1 minus 1 by n is simplified as n minus 1 divided by n. So this is how is the polytropic process, a simplified version. Next, work done by the isentropic process. So whatever we have done in the polytropic process, it is as similar as for adiabatic process. Only thing what is change is he is changing n replaced by the gamma. Same all the equations, same thing, and finally we are getting the same equation here also, that is gamma by gamma minus 1 Mr T1 P2 by P1 raised to gamma minus 1 by gamma minus 1. So this equation or this equation is you need to remember for the further your simplification in the further derivations. So these two are important. So these are the final derivations. So this is how we need to solve. All the things are very simple. You just only thing is you need to remember the area under curve which process is going on. If it is constant pressure, you need to substitute PV product. If it is adiabatic, you need to substitute P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by gamma minus 1. If it is polytropic, you need to substitute by P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by n minus 1. So this is how you need to solve. So this is the end of video. Next video I will come up with now we have solved work done for this isentropic compression or polytropic or isothermal with compression ratio. Now I will go for without compression ratio. Thank you.